Ini teman-temanku di Sydney, dan ini kampusku kalau aku nggak ketemu mereka.
Somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands, watches the ships.
It's just interesting seeing these photos while I'm here at NUS. So I'm on my way to Indonesia for a data collection for my thesis, and I'm just, in transit for 22 hours. So I guess like, hey, why not just, visit my old campus here at NUS, National University of Singapore. It's really interesting to see these photos and this campus in the same space, because this is not something that's supposed to be in the same place, because these friends, I'm really thankful of them. These are the friends that I made during my time in Sydney, because 2 years ago, I was trying to be admitted here at the NUS to study the Master of Integrated Sustainable Design, but I wasn't accepted. So I tried another campus, which was UNSW. And this is the campus that I'm studying right now, and that choice in my life was the reason I made these friends, and yeah, the reason why I'm not here, I would say. So this topic, this condition reminds me of this term that I was so into it back then, and then reminded again by my supervisor, which is the curse of freedom. So we are thinking that freedom is inherently good, because why not? It's like extra choices, right? Who doesn't love to make choices? We want to be free from colonization, we want to be financially free, right? So freedom is good. But I don't really think that it is inherently good. Why? Because it's quite paradoxical, apparently. So most of us think that freedom is basically the ability to choose and to do whatever we want to do, right? But the thing is, we are always able to do whatever we want to do, even though it might not seem like it. For example, here in Singapore, we are not allowed to buy or sell gum, chewing gum. We cannot do that. You'll get fined for it. But the thing is that actually you can. There's no physical thing that will stop you from actually doing it. But the thing is, of course, if you get caught, there will be consequences, and that consequences might be a fine or something like that. That's the same with eating. We are free to not eat, but after a while we will get hungry, and after a while we get malnutrition, and after that we might die. And that is the rule of life. That's the physicality of this life. You are free to do that, but there will be consequences. And I think because of this, we are thinking that, freedom means that you will not get, bad consequences. But what is bad and good consequences? I don't think that there is something that is inherently good or inherently bad. I would say, of course, there is something that is being seen by a lot of people as something that is bad. But doesn't mean that it is inherently bad. For example, I wasn't admitted at NUS, right? So a lot of people said, it's a bad thing. It's unfortunate. I was thinking like that too. But now, almost 2 years later, I'm actually thankful that I wasn't admitted here, because I've heard that, it is so competitive here. It's so stressful. And not to mention, my program was only 1 year. So by this time, I'm already graduated, and I already have to find a job and do all of that. The good thing is that because of these bad consequences, I was actually admitted to UNSW, which is awesome. I'm still doing it. I got 2 years to study, which is more time to explore, more time to learn, I get to meet my amazing friend, really kind friends. A lot of things happen, right? So there's no such thing that is consequently bad or good. And the thing is that it also reminds me of back then when I was playing Nintendo with my sister. She was small. She was still a baby back then, so she doesn't really know. She didn't really know what is playing and what is like winning or losing. So I was giving her this second controller that doesn't really have any input to the characters. But she was happy because she didn't know what happens. It didn't actually control the character. There was no bad consequence at all because she was impossible to lose because she wasn't playing at all. So there's that. So whatever she did, whatever choices, whatever freedom she do, she's so free to push all the buttons, but doesn't mean that she actually controls anything, and thus makes it meaningless. I would say that choices, if we have choices, we are free to do something, but it cannot affect us in the way that is bad, then I would say there's no reason for us to choose, you know? If you have 10 choices, but whatever you do, you will be successful, you have nothing to lose, you will gain everything, absolutely, then you can just, you know, close your eyes and just like pick random choices, whatever, it doesn't matter, because you will be successful anyway, right? So it's paradoxical, I would say. And that is also what happens right now, you know, because I'm doing thesis and it is also a choice that I made consciously. So my program doesn't have a thesis, my program doesn't have a mandatory thesis. It is optional. So what you need to do to graduate from the program is just like finish all the core courses and do all your credits, and that's it. You're graduating. But because I'm thinking that in the future I might want to do PhD, I think doing thesis will give me a really good experience to bridge to that things. So I'm trading my courses for thesis, which are harder, more stressful, but it gives me the freedom to learn whatever I need to do, which is interesting. Freedom is not for everyone, I would say, because what comes with freedom is the unknown, you know? With the freedom comes the unknown. You're free to do whatever, you're free to choose whatever, you're free to go wherever you are, but you don't know where to go, right? You don't know where to go. It's the same with my thesis. My supervisor is so kind and he gives me a lot of freedom to do whatever I want to do. But the downside is that he will not guide me. I don't have any guide. I can do whatever, but I don't know which one is the best thing. I don't know which path is the best for me. So it can be quite stressful because I have to learn all the possibilities and then pick which routes is the best for me. So yeah, freedom is not for us sometimes. Too much freedom can make us stressful because we have to think about every possibilities, because we don't want the downsides, right? So we always have to think. That's why some people, they limit their wardrobes, like those CEOs. They have a couple of, clothes, so they can just like pick it. They don't have to think about their fashion. It just looks good, that's it. And that's the same with uniform. The reason why some people love uniform is because you just wear it. You don't have to think about your outfit, and everyone wears the same. So less hustle, less things to think about. That's something about freedom. And the thing about freedom is that if you are free to do it, if you are choosing that, you cannot blame anyone. Which is really hard, which is really scary. And that was the thing that I have a lot of choices in terms of finding the school for my postgrad. If I just follow my mom to just continue my postgrad at a university near our house, it will be easy. And then I can also blame her if the experience is not fun. I can just blame her, it's because of you pushing me. Then I have to study here. It's stressful and blah, 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 blah. But because I'm here, because I'm at UNSW Sydney, it was my own choice. I cannot blame anyone. So there's that. Having freedom means you're having responsibility, right? And responsibility is not for everyone. Responsibility can be hard. So there's that. I guess that's the thing about about life, The more responsibility you have, the more stressful it is. The more freedom though. But yeah. I think one thing that I learned is that freedom is not inherently good. So it's just something that happens. I think it's like poison. It's like cure. It's not the thing that is bad. It's a dosage. It's a dose. How much you have. Too much, it's poisonous. Too less, then you'll be starved. You'll malnutrition of that. So having the best amount, which might be different from one person to another, is the best. And the second would be that it is amazing to be thankful of everything. I think the ability to make use of what you have and to be thankful of everything that you have, everything that happens to you is such a important skills, if I could say, or it's just something, is a character that is important for someone to live. And I'm just so thankful about what happens to me. I'm so thankful that I was not accepted at NUS. I was so thankful that I went to UNSW, I go to UNSW, and so that I can meet my friends. So yeah, there's that. I hope that whatever choices you have, you'll make the best out of it. See you later.
Beyond the sea, she's there watching for me.